Happy New Year. I am out in the honey shed tonight testing out our new system. Farmer Steve swears to me that I'm going to be able to do some live Facebook time, and so far so good. We'll see what happens when I go to move the camera. As we all know, that seems to be the problem. So I have been skiing, downhill and cross-country skiing this past week to celebrate my birthday. I figured 60 is the new 40, so I should be doing some active things, and active I was. And part of that was using, hi Joe, I'm trying out my new system. Part of that birthday activity was to use some muscles I haven't used in a while. And so I have the need of some of my very special Goldenrod salve to help with some of my sore muscles. So I thought I would come out and do that right now. So I am in the honey shed. It's pretty cold out. I've had the heat on. It's about 40 degrees in the shed, which is why I'm wearing my electric ski vest. But I don't mind. So right now I'm going to see how much wax I have and see if I have enough to make a double batch of salve. And if I don't have enough for double batch, I'll just make a single batch. So now it says that everything's working, so I'm guessing it's fine. So first things first, I need to see how much wax I have. I like to take my big chunks of wax and run them through a food processor, because then it comes flaky like this, and this will melt pretty fast. But I don't know if I have enough for the recipe, so I'm going to do that right now, and we shall see. I like to do the beeswax first because it takes the longest to melt out of all the other ingredients that I'm using. And that's it. So we'll see. The beeswax feels so light. I want to see how much 1 cup is. So I'm going to melt the beeswax. I'm going to add some goldenrod oil. Oh, good, it is working. Thanks, Joe. Okay, so the goldenrod oil I started making in August. What I did to make that goldenrod oil is I went out to the meadow and collected the goldenrod. I dried it, and then I infused it in oil. And I actually let it sit in the oil for, let's see, August, September, October, probably about 3 months. And goldenrod is a fabulous plant. It has antibacterial, antifungal, anti-inflammatory properties. Hey Bree, nice to see you. I guess my new system is working because no one's cut out yet. Anyway, so I'm talking about how I made this goldenrod oil. Goldenrod oil, it really works on sore muscles. Swear, it's pretty cool. So this year I collected a lot of goldenrod. I made a lot of goldenrod oil so that I could make the salve. The salve that I make, Farmer Steve swears by. You know, and I believed him, but I also figured, hey Deb, I also figured that he was just being nice, but then when I had to use it, it works. So it's not like Bengay when you put the Bengay on and it burns into you, or you can smell it, or you can feel the heat. It's just all of a sudden you stop feeling muscle pain. So go figure. It works on my knees, which are arthritic. I have arthritic knees. And I'm thinking that it's also going to work on these sore muscles that I got while I was cross-country skiing. Which, by the way, to all my downhill friends, it's a whole nother beast. You have no control. There's no edging. There's no nothing. So I was really using my muscles. All right, so I need a lot more beeswax than I think I'm going to have. We shall see. Oh, I'm on ounces. Let me turn this nice machine to gram. Oh my gosh. So Farmer Steve got me this fabulous nail scale, and I love it. I love it because it makes, you know, I read a couple of really great books about baking, and they approach baking like scientists, and they said you should always weigh your ingredients. And so I find that when I'm doing anything with the beeswax, I'm following that same advice. I'm weighing it. So I now have too much beeswax in it. Oh, this is going to be great. So let's see. I'm going to do a double batch of this beeswax, this salve that I'm going to make, because I know I have enough oil. There it is. Now, I had another friend suggest to me that I add peppermint to this because, oh, Brie, I'm feeling better. It's just a little sore. It's just a little bit sore, but my salve is going to really help me so much better. All right, anyway, I'm going to melt the beeswax. Here it is. It's all, it's you know, it's freezing cold out here in the honey shed, so it's flaky. There you go, melt away. We are not going to watch the beeswax melt. That's so boring, but I have other things to measure here, so we'll be good. Okay, so put that cup back on. Now I have to measure twice as much of my oil. So anyway, what I was saying was, a friend of mine said, oh, you know what, Bree, I would get that knee pain. Yeah, you have to get one of those standing desks so you can, you know, use the elliptical. All right, you know what, I gotta put this hair up. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna do the oil, and then I might just go off for a little bit, but in any case, a friend of mine, third time I'm trying, gosh, a friend of mine wanted to know what the Goldenrod salve smelled like. I said, well, it smells like a meadow because it smells like Goldenrod. So, but she thought maybe if you added peppermint. So, excuse me, here's my thought about peppermints. Some people do not respond positively to the actual peppermint being put on your skin. So, when I started this, I was going to put the peppermint in, but as I'm talking about it, I don't know. Now, I don't have a problem with peppermint. But that means I'm the only one that can use this. So we'll see. Smells good. I'm wondering if my friend suggested peppermint because she loves the smell of Bengay. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna just think about this a little bit. One thing I am gonna do though is I'm gonna add some vitamin E because you're rubbing cream on. You might as well help your skin out. I have a lot of that. Okay, so now let's see what's happening. Oh goodness! Look at how quickly that beeswax has melted. Okay, so hi Judy. Judy, I'm making a Goldenrod salve for my sore muscles because 60 is the new 40 and I overdid it a little bit. So I'm going to use my salve to rub it on my muscles. You know what? Bree just said maybe peppermint with healing. Yeah, I think so. Plus it smells really good. Okay, so I'm doubling my regular recipe, and I'm gonna, let's see, how much is this? Okay. You know, when I'm making all these things, I'm making it at all different textures. So between the lip balm and the beard balm and the lotion bars and the salve, each one has a different amount of, this is just a tad too much. Each one has a different amount of beeswax because you want a different result. See, this just smells like the meadow. You know what? I think I'm going to skip the peppermint right now. I love peppermint, but I don't know if the rest of the world will love peppermint. And if the rest of the world wants it, I'll melt it down. Okay, so, oh, of course I poured down and it's 2 grams to amount. So my beeswax is just about melted. And I'm gonna just pour it in and mix it up. Of course, there might be a secret ingredient or two. I don't want to give away all my secrets. But those are the 2 main ingredients in this. All right, so as I added the cold oil in, it solidified the beeswax. Not a lot, and it steamed up my glasses. Story of my life. These steamy glasses. Oh, that's too crazy. It's all solidified. It's pretty though. It looks like egg drop soup. Here, wait. Egg drop soup, right? Doesn't it? All right, so now we have to wait for the oil to get warm. And let's see. While I'm waiting for the oil to get warm, I have to get my secret ingredients ready. So I'm making a salve right now, which is another name for a healing cream. And I'm going to use it on my sore muscles so that they are soothed. Oh, here are my glasses. Oh, it's melting. I'm using it on my sore muscles. Okay. And then the next time I'm on, I'm going to be working on my beard balm that I'm making. Oh, thanks, Bree. All right, I'm going to change the topic right now. So, Bree, I just got my secret mermaid hair back. Let me show you. It's my favorite. It's so fun. Here we go. There's nothing to do with Goldenrod balm, everybody, but look. Okay, I just showed off. Thanks. All right. So anyway, I am working on a few things. All beeswax related. So I have to really thank my bees for all of that stuff. Okay. It's still melting, everybody. Nothing like watching water boil. Okay, so I once was talking to a fellow beekeeper who also really is an herbalist. And, you know, when I told her that I made a goldenrod salve, she was like, why? And I said, you know, oh, well, it's anti-inflammatory, it's anti-this, it's anti-that. And she said to me, most plants are, which I thought to be pretty interesting. And then if you think about plants, you think about the fact that they're antifungal. It's how they stay healthy. So whatever it is about plants, whatever they have, whatever they make, it keeps them all antifungal because that's how they stay healthy. And then I thought that was just a very interesting fact. So, and then I took a class or a workshop with another herbalist, and she said to me, because I was supposed to go collect leaves, and witch hazel leaves, as a matter of fact, and she said, don't pick the pretty leaves. Pick the leaves that have holes in them, that, you know, bugs have chewed or whatever, because she said that the plant had chemicals in it that would help the plant heal. And that if I picked a leaf that had a hole in it because of somebody chewed it or it broke off or whatever, that I was picking a leaf that had more of whatever those chemicals were. So I thought that was a pretty interesting idea as well. Once you start looking into all of this stuff, it's really, really fascinating. So I'm almost melted. And really the next step is just that I'm going to pour into my jar. I just have to find the rest of my jars. So that's going to be part of my task. I know I have one, says the voice from well, I have at least one, so we're going to do that. But all right, well, I have two. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to pour these into the jar. Oh, thanks, Brie. I'm going to pour these into the jar, and then I'm going to leave it to solidify. What I might do is bring it. Oh, where can you purchase my items? You can purchase them from me, I suppose. I really don't mail anything out, Brie. So maybe you have to come up to Margaretville to get it. It's very interesting. I do. My friend Joe, who is watching, sells my honey at his nursery, but that's in Long Island. I'm working on that whole business aspect of it. I'm not so good at it right now. I have a friend who owns a shop called Just Shop Boutique. She's trying to help me out with that a little bit. All right, let's see. Still going. Almost melted. Okay, and then I'm going to pour it into the jar. I still can't find my other jars. Let's see. Okay, if you hear a big bang, I'm climbing on furniture right now. Story of a short girl. Let's see where those big jars are. In front of my eyes. All right, so this is the simplest part. Oh, really? Okay, Bree. I'm here a lot. You just text me. All right. So this is it. This is the scientific tricky part. Pouring it in. Here we go. So these are pretty big jars, but I'm supposed to be making a double batch. So here's what I've learned. My jars are too big, but that's okay. So I used to use these little jelly jars, and I think these are going to be the ones I'm going to use again, so that I don't waste it. The thing about the Goldenrod is that I'm sure after a year it's not, we're gonna, oh, Robin, hi. This is like a CET reunion. We got Bree, we got Judy, we got Robin. Robin, I'm making Goldenrod salve for my sore muscles, because to celebrate my birthday, I went cross-country skiing. And here's the thing, I have been downhill skiing for many years. I haven't cross-country skied in many years either. It's a different set of muscles. So my salve is something that's very soothing to sore muscles. And I know, right, Brie? Yeah, anyway, soothing for sore muscles, very great for arthritis, to be honest with you. And that's it. So I'm done. So the next step is for this to solidify, to cool off, and then I'm going to be rubbing it on because I need it. So it's nice to see you guys, and I'm happy to see that my new Wi-Fi system is working. So thanks to Farmer Steve and Jacob for suggesting this, and Mohit for helping to set it up. I appreciate everybody's help. I am going to leave these here instead of carrying them around. And that's it. I hope to see you guys soon. Happy New Year. I'm glad you guys are all well. And Bree, you let me know when you're up here. Okay? All right, we'll talk to you soon. Happy New Year's, everybody. Bye.